Hi, this is William Koger, and this is my studio. It's technically my room. Actually, I'm planning on upgrading the studio to maybe 2 rooms. Actually, I don't consider myself a regular YouTuber because I don't usually post new stuff on YouTube, but I rather just watch the videos I truly love and like and comment and subscribe as I'm able. But being a music guy, I thought I might be able to give you helpful tips on certain musical points, especially on live performance and recording, and maybe a helpful composition terms as well, because I'm actually a film score composer in training. I already have a film buddy I work with. I haven't been able to work with him in a long time, actually. So, I think for today's video, we're gonna cover uh, amps for guitars and basses and so forth. But okay, we'll go down to the living room and we'll take a look. So these are the 2 amps that I use. The 2 amps that are designed for the electric and acoustic-electric guitars and basses. This one, the smaller one, designed for the guitars, and this one, the bigger one, designed for the basses. I don't quite know if that's the common size difference between the two, and to think that I thought it was the other way around. But anyway, let's dive a little deeper, shall we? What you have to remember about instrument amps, which is short for amplifiers, is amplifier equals amplitude, and amplitude equals volume. So the instrument amps are designed to help control the volume of the electric or acoustic-electric instrument. And for the guitar, what I have is a Frontman 15G, and it actually came with a guitar. So, the first piece of advice I'm gonna give you when it comes to amps is you'll know when it acts up because it makes a weird, loud, and obnoxious buzzing noise that doesn't need to be there in the first place. So when that happens, you're gonna want to turn this knob control, which is the normal volume. That's the volume of the amp itself. You're going to want to turn this to the lowest setting, and you're going to want to turn the amp off, and then you're going to want to unplug the instrument input, and you're going to want to wait for a 1/1000, 2/1000, 3/1000, all the way up to 10/1000. Then you can plug the instrument back in, and you can turn the amp back on. If that doesn't work, if the obnoxious buzzing is still there, you can repeat the process and maybe wait until a count of 21,000. Okay, and as for the rest of the knob controls here, this one is the gain, and that's the second piece of advice I can give you. Unless it's a really large venue of a concert, like a stadium or an arena or something really loud, like a loud restaurant or a pub or bar or something, you're gonna want to keep the gain at a 1 to 2 setting, just so it doesn't really become too loud and really hurt your ears. And this one here, you'll see a tiny button that gives you an option of a drive on or drive off. So here's what the drive on. I don't think that was audible because I didn't turn the on, because I didn't turn up normal volume. So here's what the drive off. I was trying to play a little Brandon Urie, High Hopes, but here's what the drive on. That's a little more mellow of a sound, I think you'll agree. And for this one, unless it's a stadium, pub, or an arena, you're going to want to keep the volume of the drive here no more than a setting of 5. I'm not going to bug you too much about these remaining free knob controls, the treble, middle, and bass, because you can decide what you want to do with it yourself. I personally, for guitars, want to keep the treble above the middle and bass, and I want to keep the middle, and I like to keep the middle and bass equal, but that's just me. You can tinker with those three all you want, and see what you can come up with. Both amps came from the Fender manufacturing system, as you can see. For the bass, I have the Rumble 25, although there is a smaller version called the Rumble 15, if you prefer. For bass amps, because the lower frequencies tend to need not as much energy as with guitars in order to stand out, you're going to want to keep the amp volume no more than at a middle setting or 5 setting if you have numbers. Some amps, like my bass amp, do have an overdrive system. Here's without the overdrive, and with. Yeah, it's pretty loud. And when the overdrive is on, you're going to want to keep the amp volume no more than a quarter setting. And in terms of the equalizers, I like to keep the bass above the middle and treble settings. Which of the two I like to keep equal, but again, that's entirely up to you. We're back in the studio. You can see how cluttered it is. But yeah, like I said, I was planning my upgrades to my space, maybe to 2 rooms. But there is one last point we need to cover about the amps, which is mic placement. And here with the bass amp, the grill actually comes off, so you can see for yourself. I'll get this off real quick. So you can see the actual amp source right here. This thing. But this is where you would want to place the mic. So in general, you're going to want to point the mic right in the middle of the amp. It's getting late, so that's all we're gonna cover for today. But if you want to see more of what I do, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy.